All right, you guys ready to meet a miraculous candidate? You think I'm exaggerating? You don't believe me? You'll believe me soon. Joining me now, the Democratic nominee for the 12th District in Ohio, Amy Rippel-Elton. Amy, welcome to TYT.
Hi, Cenk. It's a wonder to be here today. I'm so happy.
Well, it's a wonder to have you. So Amy, so the audience understands, in the neighboring district in Ohio 11, during the course of 2 elections, about $12 to $15 million were spent. You won the Democratic nomination in Ohio 12. Amy, how much money did you spend?
$130.
$130, and you won.
$130, and I won.
That's amazing. Dare I say, a little miraculous.
I am Wolfpack strong. I come straight from Wolfpack. Campaign finance reform now.
How you like
and
them
I will
apples?
tell you why. I will tell you exactly why. Do you know how they give away congressional seats for the committees once you get to Congress? There's a tier A, a tier B, and a tier C. And it's really simple. You have to have raised $1 million or more to get a tier A seat in Congress on a committee. A tier B seat is $500,000 to $750,000. And a tier C seat is $250,000 to $500,000 from that industry.
Yeah.
I'm sitting back and I'm going, it's no wonder they don't listen to us as the people. They're more worried about losing their dollars.
Yeah, you got that exactly right.
They're more worried about losing those donation dollars the next time around. And I refuse to be bought.
Amy is a Wolfpack supporter and organizer. She won that Democratic nomination and is going up against a Republican for the U.S. congressional seat in Ohio 12. And so Amy, of course, and she's referring to what Mo Brooks said, a Republican congressman from Alabama. It's absolutely right. It's totally organized corruption. And it turns out if you run against corruption, you might win, even if you only have $130. Out of curiosity, what'd you spend $130 on?
85 of it was my fee to file, and 30 of it was to get my domain names for my future website. The rest of it was on little incidentals like pens, pencils, paper, clipboards.
Right. So, Amy, how do you think you did it? How do you think you won with just $130?
Part of it was Roe versus Wade. I was the female candidate, and I won't lie, that is a big deal because it's not just about abortion, even though that's a huge issue. The next issue becomes privacy rights. If we can't keep those privacy rights, we're all out of luck. The other part of it was I have over 100 family members in district. Over 100 that actually know me.
Yeah, well, it helps to have a big
and
family.
A lot of them were on the Republican side, but they don't care because they know that I will do what's right for the people.
So
the next thing is, I went in and I looked up my competition, and I looked at his voting record. I'm sorry, I can't be a brown-nosing cookie cutter person. I never could be. I look at each issue and the constituency and what's important to the people. And I've been going to coffee shops, I've been going to restaurants and announcing it ahead of time and going, I'm here. Come sit down with me, have coffee. I'll tell you who I am, what I'm all about, and the whole nine.
All right. And so, Amy, did the Democratic Party reach out to you after you won the primary?
I spoke with one of the people that's higher up in the Democratic Party, and I won't name them, but they told me that my campaign wasn't viable because I didn't raise and spend a bunch of money.
So, Amy, did it feel like they were telling you that you're not rich enough to run?
They told me like they thought I should drop out, literally, because I didn't have the money. But it's not about the money, it's the people that matter. It will always be the people that matter.
Yeah. Well, if the Democratic Party was so right, how come you won the primary? Right? You didn't have any money then. You spent most of it on the filing fee. So, and if they wanted to
I've spent the last decade on disability. Literally on disability. I've worked in fast food. I've been over the road in a semi. I've waited tables. I've worked in call centers. Everything an average job. I know what it is to be your average person and what your average person goes through. I've been a homeless single mother of 2, both with special needs. I will step up for the people only. They cannot pay me enough to step away from that, because I know what I need is a roof over my head, food in my stomach, clothes on my back, and access to medical care.
So that's what
if I have those things, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's what I want to get to next here. And so, look, you're a real person in America, and you happen to win an important election. And if the Democratic Party wanted to run a rich person, they should run a rich person in the primary. That's how the system works. Okay, so sad day for them. Amy, tell me about your stance on Medicare for all and why you care so much about that issue.
Oh, it goes even one step further. I'm not just saying Medicare for all, I'm saying Medicaid for all. Medicaid covers mental health, eyeglasses, and ears. Medicare does not cover enough of those benefits. My mother is on Medicare and had to come up with everything out of pocket to get hearing aids, basic hearing aids. She was a nurse for over 30 years. It took her 6 years to afford to get a set of hearing aids. That's not okay. We should treat our elders better than that. Not just for our elders, though, but for our veterans, too. It hurts my heart to see what they go through. We need to improve those things first while working on getting education more accessible to the majority, and I'm talking higher level education. We work from there. We continue to get rural internet built, because even your basic farm cannot survive without rural internet. And we bring in more tech school jobs, buildings jobs, things like home building, HVAC, electrical, whatever it takes. Because right now, the district I'm in is the one that new Intel plant is going into. Our children are growing up and leaving this area. They're not staying because there aren't enough. But we're not preparing to train them to take those jobs. And that has to change.
So
if we want to make a better society, these are the things that need to give.
Amy, are you comfortable talking about?
Have a plan to get up there.
Right. Are you comfortable talking about what happened to your partner?
Yes.
So tell us about that, since you won.
My other half helped me get the signatures to be able to run to vote or for office. We did not know he was ill. On the 6th of this month, he passed away suddenly. He had 5 brain occlusions. vegetations on his heart, which are basically growths. And he had lung cancer as well as cancer in his, not thyroid, lymph nodes.
Mm-hmm.
If we had went to treat one thing, it would have killed him by messing with the other.
Yeah.
There was no way. But clear through it, I asked him repeatedly, do you want me to drop out and focus in on you? Because we didn't know until that last week that it was the end of his road. And he said, no. We both agreed. This country needs more people like me.
Yeah. Amy.
And you.
So we're almost out of time, but first, on your partner, one last thing, and I don't know this. Did he have good enough health care coverage to be able to go to regular checkups to catch some of that stuff earlier?
He had Medicaid, and when he first went into the hospital with his first stroke a week before the primary, they said he needed a PET scan. Because he was inpatient for the majority of the rest of his life at that point, they would not allow a PET scan. A PET scan would have shown us exactly what was going wrong. It would have given us the ability to focus in on just him relaxing and enjoying his life and his dogs till the end of his days.
Yeah, but we didn't get that.
Without that, we didn't know.
Yeah, and we don't live in that system, and that's 2/3 of Americans don't go to a doctor because they're worried about costs, and this is some of the results. Right. So, Amy, how can people help you? Where can they go to help you?
A Rippel Makes Change at Facebook.com. ARIPPEL Makes Change. You can also reach me at that same thing at yahoo.com. That is my email address.
Okay.
Or you can call me directly at 614-772-5794. And because you're TYT Army and Wolfpack, that is my personal cell phone.
Yeah.
It is with me 24/7, 365. Yes, give it to the public.
Okay, that's yet another bold choice you've made. I'm not sure I would give out my number, but all right, we'll put the link down below for the Facebook page. That's the better way to help. So make sure you're going to participate there. And then, Amy, I know people are going to ask, so let's just get it out of the way. So you've got facial hair. Do you want to address that? I know you before because you're a Wolfpack volunteer, but other people don't.
I've got hirsutism. It's the same thing, what they would call Wolfman disease. Years ago, I used to shave all the time. I ended up with an ingrown hair turning into a cyst that turned into precancerous cells and had to have it cut off. And I decided it was better to stay alive and raise my kids and live my life than to worry about what I looked like. Yeah. And I'll tell you, if people are more worried about what I look like than how I think, they're looking at the wrong issues.
Yeah, no, Amy, you're the best of us. So was a Wolfpack volunteer and organizer for a long time. Does she mean it when she says she wants to get money out of politics? Absolutely. That's the founding fathers wanted real Americans to run and to be in Congress. And it doesn't get any more real than Amy Rippel-Elton. So Amy, you're the best. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Cenk, you're wonderful. Thank you for helping start Wolfpack. And thank you for starting that movement. It really made a difference in both my life and Adam's.
All right, thank you for saying that. All right, good luck in the race. Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat, emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that all you got to do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.